Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Nwosu. This is where I explore the world, share my passions, and try to make every day a little more interesting. For big adventures to small moments of discovery. Come along for the ride. Today I'm exploring the upper Barrakka Gardens, one of the most beautiful spots in Valletta. Valletta is Malta's stunning capital city, a city built on golden stone and rich in history. Just right at the entrance to the gardens, I see beautiful horses, and these horses can take you around Valletta for about 80 to 100 euros. But that's not why I'm here. There's a ceremonial cannon firing that happens every day at noon and 4 p.m, Monday to Saturday. It's almost 12 p.m, time for the real cannon fire. And looking at all these people entering the garden at this time, you already know it's gonna be so many people in there. The gardens were originally built in the 16th century by the Knights of St. John, a private retreat for the Italian Knights, but now it's open to visitors. Everyone can come in. Tourist attraction, one of the most peaceful corners of Valletta. So it's almost noon, just few minutes to 12 p.m. So the shoot is about to go down, but here I can get a proper view because maybe I'm not early enough to get a proper spot so I can get a proper view, but that's not a problem. Here it's crowded. I'll just go down there, get a closer look there. It's crowded down there, but it's better because I'm gonna get a better view. It's not as much as the crowd up here. Look, there's too many people up here. But not to worry guys, I'll still come up there so we can enjoy the panoramic views of the Grand Harbor from up there, and by then there'll be less crowd. We just cannot miss the shoot. I mean, it's about to go down.
No, they on! Fire!
That's all right.
Removes the gunpowder. He's going to come back to the guns in order to start a guided tour that you can join. Okay? Now, for those upstairs in the gardens, thank you very much as well for coming today. We hope that you also enjoy the firing.
So there's going to be another shooting at 4 p.m. And before I go back up there so we can enjoy the panoramic views of the Grand Harbor from up there, and also check out the super cool Baraka lift, let's enjoy some historical information one of the cannon soldiers has to share. We can learn a little bit more about this beautiful place, the ceremonial cannon fire, and this beautiful Malta island in general.
Right, that was the cannon firing, and I think it was amazing. It's an honor to do it. For them, obviously not. Anyways, I need to be very careful because they're somewhere around. Right. By the way, I forgot to mention this very important, statistic about this place. In 3 years, almost 3 years, we lost 43 people. They left that gate. There are so many tour guides. They explain to you all the good things about the island. We need to speak about both because that is actually how things should be done, right? Anyways, what matters is you guys, not me, not the soldiers. Is each one of you. You have decided to come here, give us a hand, and of course to see the firing of one of the guns, which happens at 12 and at 4 o'clock from Monday to Saturday. This is the oldest saluting battery, the oldest platform with guns in the planet that's still in service, that's still in operation, Right. It was built in 1566 with a level of discipline that doesn't exist, well, as long as I'm here, doesn't exist anymore, right? By the Knights of Malta, the Knights of St. John, which is perhaps the most important time about this island, right? They did a lot for these people, for this civilization. Also, they are the ones, by the way, the Knights of Malta, Knights of St. John, who built your holiday destination. They are the ones who built the saluting battery, the city of Valletta. They are the ones who started the timekeeping service, and they are the ones who are rolling in their graves right now. Because when they were building, putting a stone one after the other, one next to each other, they were thinking about the future, right? And this is what they are obtaining right now. I'm sick, I'm tired, there is no Wi-Fi. Today I'm late because the traffic, because the alarms, they used the word fucking like me. The alarms didn't work. These are called the good times, and that is an expression, unfortunately, from the Second World War. The hard times create strong men, then the strong men create good times create weak men create hard times, and it repeats, cyclical. That is how the history of humanity has been written, unfortunately. But also fortunately, because you know what, when there is a war going on at the same time, not only there is misery, the human being becomes a horrible monster, also the values are greater. You need to be great, you need to be strong, powerful, you need to give your best to other people, right? But I say something that nobody likes. There is no history in Malta, because now there is nothing going on. After the Cold War period, we are just, I don't know, floating in the air. I'm sick, I'm tired, I'm slow. Can I have my break? 30 minutes break, please, please, please. Anyways, right, so ladies and gents, let's begin with the explanation before I go in jail. Right, there is a Maltese expression, there is an expression of this country, quite, you hear that expression so many times, and this happened a couple of times in history. Whoever has the control of Malta has the control of the Mediterranean Sea. If you didn't know, this happened a couple of times in history, right? It happens a couple of times in history. I speak in present only. Malta has a very unique geographical location. Always, even today, there is always an interest for these 5 islands in the middle, approximately, of the Mediterranean Sea. So many civilizations live here in the island, from the very simple reason, again, that the location is quite fascinating. It's quite unique, especially for military purposes. Malta at war and the R1 are the same thing, right? Even the flag of the country, the flag of this particular country, has 2 colors, right? On the other side of the heart, you can observe the flag of Malta, white and red. Peace and war. Now we are in peace, and you can see the result. Right, and there is a cross, there is a plus sign that I'm going to explain in a few minutes. The legendary, amazing George Cross, because of the sacrifice that they are giving right now. Even though they pass away, they still exist for me, they are forever, right? During the war. Right, location, yes. In that direction, if we keep going, we can find North Africa, to be more specific, Libya, Tunisia, Gibraltar, Europe, including the island, and the beginning of the Middle East, after Greece and Cyprus. You can imagine 7,000 years of occupations, wars, problems, disagreements, white and red, changing all the time, right? Yes, the Romans, the Ottomans, the Arabs, the Phoenicians, the Spanish, the British, the French, the Knights of Malta, Greek, Italian, Portuguese, Sicilian, Lebanese, so many. The ones with the greatest influence, obviously, so we had the British Empire, the Arabs, the Knights of Malta, Italian and French, right? Yes, as you can see on my shoulders, as you can see also on this platform, you can notice the plants empty, of course, because they forgot to buy the flowers. They are so expensive, the flowers, yes. You can see the Maltese cross on my shoulders and over there. That is the cross, not only of Malta, but also the cross of the Knights of Malta, the Knights of St. John, Knight Hospitallers. Have you heard of the Knights? Yes. Yeah, me neither. No, I'm just kidding, right? Well, a Knight of St. John was like as tall as the sky, a giant, a super powerful human being, definitely. And now, they have been reduced to the size of something like this, that you can buy in a souvenir shop, right? Something like this, to a little. Yeah, there was to be this place, impossible to build, by the way. Let's begin the explanation. Knights Hospitallers is the name of the organization. From the very beginning, they started in Jerusalem, 11th century. I'm still very annoyed because they canceled my flight in 2023 for obvious reasons. I'm waiting for that conflict to end. Until the next one, of course. Right, they started in Jerusalem, 11th century. From the very beginning, the main purpose of the Knights Hospitallers was to take care of the sick and the poor people. And probably you heard of different teams, so to speak, the Crusaders, the most famous ones, right? Templar Knights, Knights of Malta, and so many others, right? But we are in Malta. It's very warm, so yes, we are definitely in Malta. Officially, the Knights arrived in the island in 1530. They received Malta as a gift. I have a gift for you. Happy Christmas. Yeah, it's an island. The King of Sicily, the King of Spain, give the control of the island. Give the control of the island to the Knights of Cyprus, the Knights of Rhodes. So, for instance, the Knights used to have guns over there in position, also in the Florida lines. Yeah. To fire, yes, against the ship. And that was the idea, the logic. This was finished in 1640, and apparently, supposedly, in the same year, the knights started the firings. So they used to fire one cannon at 5 or 6 in the morning. Wake up, everybody! Psh, cannon firing at 12 o'clock and at 4 o'clock. This system was needed to organize the life in the Grand Harbor, in the 3 cities, everywhere.
Okay, that was a history lesson. I enjoyed it. And then there's this view from up here. So this is the main reason many people come here. You can see the whole Grand Harbor from up here. And right across the water, you can see the 3 cities. And right below us is the saluting battery. Every day I know they fire these cannons. It's super loud. It's kind of a local tradition. And there's something really peaceful about this place, even though it's in the middle of the city. It's absolutely stunning, especially at sunset. Now let's go check out the Baraka lift that connects the Grand Harbor to the upper Barrakka Gardens. It was originally built in 1905, but dismantled and replaced by the current modern structure in 2012. You have to pay to access the lift.
That's yours too?
Yeah.
€3 change. Okay.
Alright.
Keep the tickets to come up as well.
Let's go. So guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss what's next. I'll be sharing my adventures, experiences and favorite spots from around the world. And if you like a little bit of wonder in the everyday, you're in the right place. You might just find your favorite spot from around the world.